different kind of life. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild.
Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jane, and with Stu and Harry, our Ford Auto camper, we are Getaway Geese, recording our travel and adventures. Now you'll recall in the previous video, if you saw it, where Stu made an almighty cock-up when we went to meet 4 friends and we drove for 3 hours and we found we were 3 days early. And you'll also recall that Stu had a meltdown and quite a stressful time. But as with any great downside, there was a great upside, and this led us to having a stunning wild camp. Well, that was on Monday, and today it's Thursday, and that's the day that the campsite is actually booked for, so we are heading back again. Now the surprise is that 4 of those friends are actually campervan YouTubers, so we settle into the drive that we now know quite well, and the weather looks good for the next few days, so we're anticipating a vlogging frenzy. Well, the sea in the sky definitely looks bluer today, and we pass once again through the colourful Aberaeron, and I should imagine that the paint shops down here do really well. And so we arrive at Shoresmead yet again, which is a CAMC site, and this time they're actually expecting us, so well done, Stu. You having flashbacks? I hope it's the same woman.
No, it's a different bloke this time.
I can't believe it's the same. It's great to be with Life is Too Short, also commonly known as the Little Red Camper, with Ken and Carol. And the second channel is the Wee Broon van with Mike and Trisha, and of course the lovely Kiera. And again, it's a really great channel with lots of interesting content. Now, we've both been really looking forward to meeting all 4 of them for some time, but I know Stu in particular has so much that he wants to ask. So as we start setting up, it's agreed that Harry will be base camp for us all. So we put the side awning and the windbreak up to give us some protection and privacy to allow us to chat in the afternoon and well into the evening. We do a quick tour around this CAMC site, and it has the usual quality toilet and shower block. It's a standard site, and it has the emptying facilities, office and information room. The site is a moderate size, and as always it has the usual mixture of vehicles, which we always love to have a walk round and a nose at. Now unfortunately this site isn't in easy walking distance to any pub or restaurant, so be prepared to drive if you need these. Ken and Carol did just that for all of us, and the Little Red Camper did a fish and chip run to Aberaeron. The next day starts with the boys having a quick video production meeting.
So we're just going to have a little ride in the Little Red Campervan with Ken and Carol off to Llangrannog. So we're going to test the seating capacity of the Little Red Camper today.
You certainly are, mate.
Oh, there's loads of space, that's nice.
Yeah, there's loads of space. There's never had 4 people in it before.
We've decided to leave ours over there with the extension on for later on, so
right.
save taking it back down. It's too much hassle, to be honest. Here we go. This is it. We're inside the Little Red Camper. It's now a minibus. They don't charge us much, which is good. It's a little tuk-tuk. And the Wee Broon van is following the little red camper.
And we can't believe that we're actually in the back of the little red camper.
That's actually...
It's huge.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's an iPad Pro.
iPad Pro, yeah.
I mean, it's such a big screen. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube, but it's blimey, when you've got poor eyesight like me, it's...
Well, I get what you said about you can't look at the screen and the road with your glasses. That's how I am.
So today we're off to Llangrannog as Stu has mapped out a coastal walk as the weather looks really good.
Well, we certainly picked a spot. Sorry about that, Ken.
Interesting video.
That's the problem with the maps, they're flat. You have no idea.
Kiera looks excited, but there was a sign saying no dogs on the beach, and she's desperate for a run, and it proved to be a real challenge trying to find somewhere to take her.
I was just going to get the cardio going.
Yeah. You film me, I'll film you. And you film them.
This is what it looks like when 3 YouTubers go on a walk.
Yeah. Just get a little bit silly, doesn't it? Kiera? Oh, Kiera, she has to stop, doesn't she? When you have to go,
And you gotta go. Saw that fish and chips last night.
Stu picked out a great cardio walk, and I must admit that some of us were struggling a little bit, but the views were absolutely fantastic.
It's a good view though, isn't it? Look at the rock structure there.
And in between being able to breathe, it was a great way to chat and get to know each other in such a fantastic landscape. Carol is into geocaching, and we stop and listen in on a discussion with 2 gentlemen that are passing.
So what's in there?
Quite accidentally,
What's
it
the...
was a little, tiny little box. Yeah. But the identification and everything was
a bit
completely
waterlogged, but people leave
So what do you now do? You just register that you've got there?
write on here to say I found it,
Oh, okay.
and I also write on the geocaching app online to say I found it.
Basically, all over the world, people hide boxes in, under rocks, in trees. Some people have fake rocks made, so they can be really difficult. So the challenge is, you go out for a walk, it gets you out in the fresh air, and you're hunting for these things, and you find them.
So what's the furthest? What's the furthest one you've seen?
Oh, like 50,000 miles.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Okay, so across.
travelled, yeah.
Oh wow!
How did you spot that then, over?
Well, we knew it was here, didn't you, Carol?
Yeah, on my phone.
There's an app.
On my
Yeah.
phone.
And yet another hill. Well done, Stu. And I'm at the back wondering when someone is going to bring out the oxygen. I think this wild pony is saying yes to Carol, so I am sure it's related to peppermints. We finally start heading back down towards the village. Sand, sea and rocks, there's just something about it that always makes you relax. So then we head back to Aberaeron as the wind is picking up, but Ken Obi-Wan Kenobi teaches Stu some much needed drone flying tips whilst Mike flies round watching them. So that evening we have a great Italian meal in Newquay, and Mike presents Stu with an honorary membership to the Numpty Club. For his 3 days too early screw up. So head over to Mike's video as he's filmed the presentation to add to Stu's embarrassment. The following day is our last one, and it's time to pack up and head home, and we're jealous that the other 4 are lucky enough to be carrying on with their trip. It's rained overnight and Stu shakes the awning, and I must say that we're quite impressed at how dry it still seems. And sadly it's time for Stu to dismantle the meet-up clubhouse.
We're all waiting.
Bye! And it's time to say our goodbyes, and once again for YouTubers this means that everybody films everybody else.
That's hilarious. Bye. Say bye.
See ya.
See you.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
We're just now heading home. We've just left Ken and Carol and Mike and Trish. Life's Too Short, Life is Too Short is their channel, and Wee Broon Campervan.
And Kiera.
Kiera's desperate for a run. We've been struggled to find actually open grassland where Kiera can have a run and that, which has been a bit strange. But anyway, she's all excited off to their next trip because they're carrying on with their trip. So we're now heading back. It's been great to see them. Really good. We've shared all sorts of things, tips of campervanning, tips on photography and filming, and all sorts. But also, more importantly, met 4 people that through YouTube, and I'd like to say that they're actually friends of ours now, which is great. You can't say any better than that. So it's been a really good couple of days. I think we're quite lucky with the weather yesterday. You'll see on the walk that we had. It's now raining today, so I guess in a way it's good that it's raining today when we're heading home, I suppose. So I hope you enjoyed that, and see you on the next video.
To lessen the blow about going home, we plot a route through the mountains, and we chat about what a great few days it's been and the new friendships made. And we pick a great location to have a cheese board lunch, which was basically what was ever left in the fridge. And we just sit down and enjoy the view. Happy days. Please like and subscribe and comment, as we always love to hear from you.